All right, we'll do a little kind of a versus. I know I did this video sort of. I think it was the Ruger Max-9 versus the GX4. I don't remember which one the winner was. I kind of like them both, but I think this one might be slightly better than that GX4. Of course, the GX4 has work done to it, but no matter. Anyway, so today we will do the what do you call this? The micro compact. So this will be the Ruger Max-9 versus the P365. Now this is probably my one of my older guns and my first micro compact or whatever. And it's a lot has changed over the years. I ended up getting the slide cut or a slide that was already cut. And then I bought the optic the same day. So this is the 6 MOA Holosun, the 407K. And of course, excuse me, it had black originally, and they had flat dark earth when I bought it, and it was a hell of a deal. So I traded it in the old slide, got this one for like 150 bucks or some shit like that or less. You couldn't, excuse me, you can't really beat that price. And then of course, when the day these were announced and came out, the Wilson Combat lower grip modules, I bought two, one for mine and one for my wife's. So I've had these on here a couple years already. I think they came out about 2 years ago, but like I said, that email dropped. I bought them, and yeah, the rest is history. The black was like they were sold out like so fast, and I was able to get this one, and then I was able to get it in black because she had the manual safety. So not much, if anything, is done to this gun. This gun's got well over 8,000 rounds, maybe closer to 10. I just recently did send it back to SIG because it wasn't extracting. The rounds were getting stuck in there. And I haven't really cleaned it either. I probably should clean it real good inside that chamber and lube it up. But anyway, so we're just going to kind of run a little comparison between this gun. This gun doesn't have nowhere near the rounds as that, but it is also stock. And it came optic cut, so I have the Vortex Defender on there. CCW or whatever. This is also a 6 MOA dot. You can see the big green from the sights. Let's see if you can see that dot. There we go. So this dot isn't, see how you can see it flickering right there? I forget what they call that, refresh rates or whatever. So this one isn't as good as the Holosun, but it's still pretty decent. The price is about the same. I got that one for low 200. It was like 230 or something. They're normally like 250 or some shit like that. I think I got it for like 200 some dollars. So this one actually was a little cheaper than that one, but that one fits on there pretty decent. I don't know if I need plates, or I don't remember how that one goes. I forget what the footprint is, but either way, so this came with a 10 and a 12. This one came with originally just two 10s. And of course, now they have 12s, 15s, and I think even 17. This one, I think 12 is the biggest they have. But the difference in price, this one's a lot cheaper, usually around 300 bucks. Sometimes you can find it cheaper, sometimes a little bit more. You can find it about that price or more, slightly with an optic on there already. But I didn't. I just got that. And then this one, they're probably 500-600 bucks still. I know they have deals on them all the time. The tac pack or whatever they call it, get you some mags, and like 550 or whatever, you get like 2-3 mags, a holster, and all that shit. But anyway, so we'll run a simple test. Let's fuck with the triggers right here. This trigger, surprising, after a while it's broken in, and it's a little sloppy, but it's pretty clean. I mean, it's not a terrible trigger at all. That's real long, whatever, the reset and all that shit. But this gun just is just kind of sloppy. This one's a lot tighter, but the trigger isn't that great either anymore. The reset's pretty snappy there. But anyway, they make trigger kits for both. I have a video for my buddies where I upgraded his the Galloway trigger and the whole trigger kit and all kinds of shit I put in there. But yeah, whatever. I mean, it was his money. 200 bucks, 150, $100 or some shit for all the trigger and everything he put. I don't know if it was worth it to him. To me, I'm not gonna bother. They make trigger kits for this. I just saw a buddy this past weekend who had some kind of tactical trigger kit in it, and it feels nice. So maybe that's something I might do with that. But other than that, these are pretty much both stock, except that's right, this one does have the recoil spring in there. I forget which one it is. I have some over here. I think I have a box, which would be for my other one, and it's that multi. Here we go. This is for my Smith & Wesson, but it's a DPM is the one I have in there. So I got that DPM in there. I forgot about that. Other than that, I don't have the original one with me. It's in the other bag. So we'll just run, we'll keep this pretty simple. We're gonna take the USPSA targets, and we're gonna do, I think about 8.5 yards is where I'm at on my little mark, and we'll do a grouping, and we'll try and get the grouping at a decent pace. Let's see. I want to do a bill drill with both of them, so that'll be 6 rounds. And then that's another 6 I have left. So let's see. Or if I go +1, that'll give me 7 more. So I want to do that, and then let's do let's just do 6 round grouping or so. So we'll shoot it real fast, and then we'll do a 6 round grouping in the head box. So, and then we'll kind of just add them up and see what I think about each, kind of go over the times and go from there. But both are 6 MOA dots. I think this all of a sudden something may be going on with it. I think it may be walking off. By that I mean, like, I think it's losing 0, because I kind of noticed that's what happened when I had it on the GX4, and then I put it back on here and I had zeroed it, and then when I brought it out last weekend or so, I was trying to run it real fast, and my shots were like low and left, and I was like, well, I mean, that's not uncommon. But then I checked the 0, and it was low and left, so I was like, oh, okay, so maybe this is walking off. But either way, let's get into the quick comparison. We'll run bill drills back to back. Let's just go bill drill, and then headshots and headshots groupings, and we'll just kind of see what it goes. So all right, here we go. All right, these will be my 2 targets. Like I said, USPSA will go about the same distance. Over here by my rope, I am more familiar with the P365. Clearly got more rounds through it, so this will be the most fairest way. Is we'll go with this one first, because that way I'm not warmed up on one versus the other. I am more familiar with this, so I should do just fine with either. So we'll go with this one first, and then we'll swap over and we'll do the other, the Ruger Max-9, and I'll do them both from appendix. This one's a T-Rex holster, the old school ones. I don't know if they even make these solid ones anymore. The sidecar, mag carrier, all that shit, whatever. And then my other one is just an Amazon CYA holster, but we'll run them both from appendix for the build drill, go over the times, go over the hits, and then we'll do the grouping. So I'll start on the left, which is over here. For the SIG, we'll run the 6 shots. I'll take this off, put the other one on, we'll run the 6 shots, and then we'll do the head box grouping. Kind of take my time, maybe, whatever, or if I can speed it up, we'll just make the hits on the last 6, kind of look over both and see what I think, which one I may prefer. We'll kind of factor in the price also, but let's get to it. All right, here we go. We'll start with the SIG on the left over here. We're running 124 grain MagTech ammo for both of them, so hopefully this doesn't have any issues. Matter of fact, I think I'm a little far for this build drill, so we'll step about right here. I think this should be 7 yards, because that's probably about 8 something. So we'll step here, adjust this a little bit. Here we go. So we'll just go off the timer. Again, I'll do the 6, then I'll jump over to the other gun, do the 6, and then we'll do the slow fire, whatever shots. So let's get a little dry fire in here. All right, dots where I want it. The draw the first shot might not be the biggest, deal. They are two different holsters technically. So, all right, let's just go from there. I think I loaded it up. All right, here we go. Bill drill, first bill drill, the 365. Here we go. And it might have been pulling it to the left again, so that might have been my right hand because I straightened it out. I saw it, I straightened it out. So that was a 284, one line breaker, two in the Charlie, and then the other three are in there. So let's take this off right here, and it's still hot, which means it's still loaded. We'll swing over here. All right, so that was a 284. Of course, I'm warmed up. Turn that brightness up a little bit. All right, somebody sounds like they're coming. Hopefully it's nobody that's not supposed to be out here. We'll see. Get some visitors. Yep, somebody back there. I think it's a dude that's been running some illegals or something, because he keeps coming back out here as much as I do, even though I know he doesn't. Actually, I don't know what the hell he does, but he may be doing some illegal shit. But either way, whatever, we'll just let him be. Alright, a little sketchy. Hold on a second, just leave this on the film. Fuck it, let's just let it ring out. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Alright. 286. I think the last one was a 284, so difference is 200ths of a second. Shots are a little bit better, maybe because I am warmed up. So threw one out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on the SIG, line breaker, close, those are out. Like I said, I knew my grip. I think this one has a little bit better, more real estate on it, so my hands fit on there a little bit better. So you may want to get the I'm a little all messed up because that guy keeps coming out here. So just making sure nobody else is out here. We are in southern Arizona, and it is pretty sketchy with all the people that are out here crossing and stuff. Not getting political on anybody, just saying just gotta be careful. People aren't out here creeping up behind me. So anyway, we'll do the grouping from right here, since I already, you know what, let's swap back to the other gun. It doesn't matter, we'll just do it from we don't even need to do it from the low ready or nothing. So here we go. I'll just do the headshots. Timer don't matter. The bill drills were roughly the same time. So let's just do the last 6 and we'll see what the grouping looks like. All right, here we go. All right, I dropped 1 or 2. I rushed that shit a little bit. So here we go. Should be able to stay on the same frame. All right, here we go. It's basically the same distance. And you can definitely see the difference in the trigger there. So let's take a look at these. Clearly I rushed them a little bit. Here we have the grouping on the 365. I knew I dropped that one, the second to last one, but not terrible. Common, you know, small grip, pull them down a little bit. That's not terrible. It's 8 yards. I could have took my time and did a lot better, but why? And here's another one for the Max-9. Another fist size-ish. but not terrible. You could see the up and down. It was the inconsistency from the trigger actually. And this is another, I guess they're roughly the same. So yeah, I mean, fuck, man. In conclusion, shit, buy whatever the hell you want. All right, let's go over here and wrap this up. Let's get to it to finish this up. There is a difference in price depending on where you buy it. Could be $150 to $200 in price difference. So this one I'm more familiar with, and I've always loved this. This is my first micro compact, and probably has been my favorite. But at times that grip does seem to be a little bit small, even for my hands. They're not very big. I could, like I said, like I was telling you, I had to slow down on the first 2-3 shots on the bill drill because I was pulling them slightly to the left. Because it just, you know, it's not that much is going on here. It doesn't look like much of a difference, but with this base pad, I don't know. Let's see. It just feels a lot smaller than this one. I don't know if it's because this is wider or what, to be honest, but for some reason this one seems like it takes up more real estate in your hand. This one feels like it takes up more space in your hand. I don't know how. They don't look too much different. I guess I'd have to like really measure the damn things, but this one does feel smaller. I mean, they do have the X, which is shorter here and longer here, so that may be a better option, or the XL, which is longer and longer. But then that kind of defeats the whole purpose of having a smaller gun. This gun is my dog walking gun. This I take with me most of the time on my walks. You can see the bill drills were roughly the same. That was 200ths slower. They were both whatever, a 286 and a 285. The same distance, roughly 7 yards, and then the head box shots were 8 yards, 8.5 yards. Basically the same grouping, up and down. So it was just, I could see as I was going to pull the trigger, it you know, I was dipping them down. So something I just need to work on. You know, the guns are so small and so light, and the triggers are probably pretty heavy. They're probably five pounds, whatever. Oh no, this one was like 4.5. I think we scaled it already, so I don't remember what the hell that one is. But in my opinion, you can't go wrong with either one. I do carry them both. I have owned this one for several years and done so much to it. That one, people on my other videos ask me a whole bunch of stuff about it. Does this slide lock drop with your finger every time? I mean, like, yeah, you see I'm not racking it, and it's coming back real easy. I think when I get my Rugers when they're brand new, yeah, it is a little hard. But I mean, I don't know how long I don't even think I've even had that gun a year. Haven't had it very long at all. But it just takes not just messing with it, but actually shooting it. When you do shoot it and put rounds through it, it will loosen all that stuff up. And most people swear that never happens, but I guarantee you they probably don't shoot much through it. But there you have it. If you're worried about price, get this one. You can't go wrong if you like that one. If you want the SIG, get the SIG. Some people have a hard time with the smaller grip. This is a little thicker, the Wilson Combat deal, than what it was stock. So if I had to do it all over again, I would probably get the X or the XL for a little bit. I think it basically comes down to here, and you use the 12s flush. So yeah, I love this gun. I really like this gun too. Comes with better sights. Oh, that's the thing. This one does come with the big old dot on the front too, and so does this one. So actually the sights are pretty comparable. I think this is a better comparison between guns. I know that Smith & Wesson, the Shield, I'm pretty sure it came with a big yellow dot or a big orange dot too, and it came optic ready. And when I got it, it was roughly between these two in price. But yeah, I mean, if I had to pick, I'm gonna take the SIG. Just me personally. have more rounds. I really like it, but as you see, I'm not any less on that gun. But there you have it. It depends on which one you like. Go with whichever. But if you get an optic ready one, go ahead and put a dot on it. Might as well. If not, whatever. So this video is probably not helpful at all, but my personal opinion is I prefer the SIG. Maybe the way it is. Maybe this one feels better. It's a toss-up, so I'm kind of torn between the two, to be honest. But so, and if you have any questions between them, just ask. If not, yeah, maybe we'll mess around with it some more and do some more shit. So sorry about the rambling and the confusion right now, but this people in this area are kind of confusing me. But anyway, thanks for watching.